Lumberton Municipal Airport at the Mid-Atlantic FlyIn.
Hey, it's a wonderful time out here on the tarmac. We're going to take a look at some of these wonderful planes. We're going to talk to the pilots, and we're going to mix it up with the people. Hey, and today's visit is sponsored by our friends at FlyIn. Tarmac with Bob Murphy and his 28D Tango aircraft called Zorros Mistress. Tell us about Zorros Mistress.
Well, the squadron that this airplane flew in was a 606 Special Ops Squadron, and they were called the Zorros. Like some was called Spads and some were called Sandys. These were the Zorros. So that's the reason why it was named that way.
Hey, that's wonderful. Tell us about the history of this particular plane.
This airplane originally was a T-28A made for training in the Air Force in 1951. They retired it to Davis-Monthan in '58. Then they brought it out for the Vietnam War in 1966, and it was taken over to Laos and flew out of Nakhon Phanom in Thailand.
Are you a pilot?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a student pilot, member of Air Force.
Now, does this outfit help you pick up chicks?
Oh, yeah, you bet it does, all the time.
Really? Have you picked up any chicks today?
I haven't been trying. I've been paying attention more to the best air show I've ever seen out here.
That's great. You working out here today?
No, ma'am. Just walking around and watching the show.
What do you think of Jimmy Franklin walking on top of that airplane? Would you ever do that?
Jimmy Franklin's a great guy, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Myself, I'm not that stupid, but I'll leave it up to him to do it.
We're standing here with Dale Fox, the FlyIn director. Tell me, what is going on here today? It's an amazing event, thousands of people. Tell me about it.
Well, like I say, this is our first FlyIn event as well. The air show happened last year and was very successful, and we've got an extremely successful air show going on today. But we've also added the FlyIn to the event where people from all over this country will come and fly in. We've actually gone international. We had some Canadians fly in.
Yeah, I heard that.
This whole thing has come together in about the last 4.5 months to bring the air show aspect to Lumberton.
I love it. I always have loved air shows, and I just enjoy seeing the planes. I've always been a plane nut, and I've always wanted to be a pilot, but I never have been able to do it. But one day I will.
You want to get your pilot's license?
I want to get my pilot's license.
What do you think of that Vietnam reenactment?
I think it was very realistic. I was over there in Vietnam. I was actually off the coast. I was on a Navy ship, but it was very realistic, I think.
It's a forward air control that was used during the Vietnam War. Basically put, it was used to strike targets before bringing in the strike aircraft such as the T-28 and the Skyraider that we have here on the ramp. And this one served about 3,000 hours in combat.
Wow. Tell me, what is this deal, Night Witch here?
Some of these aircraft were painted black throughout the Vietnam War, and they were nicknamed Night Witches to come in, basically based on the Russian women that flew during World War II that were basically bombing targets at night, and they were called the Witches.
So like Russian women, they drop in at night and drop their bombs.
Come in at night and mark their targets, and then they come in and they bring in a strike aircraft and create all kinds of damage.
Standing here with David Barker, director of the air show. It has been amazing. Tell me a little bit about the show.
Well, we had some of the best performers in the continental United States here. We had Bobby Yonkin here. We had Jimmy Franklin here in his jet-powered Waco.
That was amazing when he got out and walked like that.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it, and I'm a pilot. But he's fantastic. Every performer we had, Air Shell team, one of the best in the nation in formation aerobatics. The Swift Magic team, one of the greatest air show teams, out there and all. And John Moody and the Ultralight Comedy Act, just a great act for the kids and all. Gary Ward with his Giles 202. Showing the different diversity in aircraft going all the way back to the 1940s with the T-6, the aeroshells fly, all the way up to the modern mid-wing monoplane that Gary Ward flies in the different styles of aerobatics and all. Kent Shockley in the jet truck, I mean, he's just a great air show act, racing that airplane and all, and really putting on a great show.
People are interested in the history of aviation. What kind of resources do you have for them here?
Well, you've got airplanes that go all the way back into the 1930s. Shows how they're built, right on up to the modern military jets that you saw fly over. The Harriers haven't come in yet. They should be here shortly. They were here yesterday. To very modern aircraft, showing, you know, aircraft for defense. You've got the DC-3 that was one of the founding airplanes for transportation of people in this country, and it's sitting over on the ramp. It shows just how great, and it's still flying. Those airplanes are now getting 50 years old, still in the air flying. People love those kind of airplanes. The home builts, hey, you know, people put them together themselves, fly them, they're safe, they take care of them. Air shows, again, very safe venue for the families. There has not been a spectator fatality due to an airplane accident at an air show in the United States in almost 50 years. Now, yes, we do lose a pilot maybe every year, but spectators, it's been a very safe venue for them. It's great, wholesome family fun. One of the last things we can say about air shows is that it is for the family.
All right. After a day like today, you might need some of that. Right.
Hey, oh, pain relief. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.